Picture yourself in a quiet home, the kind of place you've built together over years. You feel secure, loved. Then one single evening, everything you thought was real shatters with just a few overheard words. Our original poster, a hard-working guy in his late 30s, devoted husband, no kids, always believed his marriage was solid. Not explosive passion every day, but steady love, trust, partnership. He came home a little earlier than usual one night. His wife was in the living room on a video call with her closest girlfriends. Laughter, casual chatter. He didn't want to barge in, so he paused in the hallway, just listening for a second. And that's when he heard the words that would haunt him forever. His wife, laughing softly, said to her friends, "Remember that time I almost left him for my ex? God, that guy was living in a trailer, no real future, but the chemistry, the excitement. I actually packed a bag. I was standing at the door, ready to walk out and never look back." One friend asks, "But you didn't go?" She replies, casually, like it's no big deal. "No, I didn't. I looked around at what I had with him. The house, the stability, the way he always takes care of everything, pays the bills, is kind, reliable. And I thought, I'm settling here. I'm settling for the safe choice instead of the wild one. It's not fireworks, but it's comfortable. And honestly, years later, I'm mostly okay with it." The friends chuckle, move on to the next topic. But for him, the world stops spinning. He feels sick, betrayed, invisible. He quietly slips back out the front door, gets into his car, and drives aimlessly through the night. Hours pass. His mind races. Every memory replays. The day they got married, the quiet mornings drinking coffee together, the way she smiled at him. Was any of it real? Or was he just the backup plan, the consolation prize after she turned down the adventure? He comes home very late. She's asleep. He doesn't wake her. He sits in the dark living room, staring at the wall, replaying her words over and over. "I settled." Those two words cut deeper than any affair ever could. The next morning, he can't pretend anymore. He sits her down at the kitchen table. His voice shakes, but he stays calm. "I heard you last night, on the call with your friends. You said you settled for me, that you almost left me for your ex, that you packed a bag. Is that true?" She looks shocked. Tears start immediately. "It was just venting, girl talk. I didn't mean it the way it sounded. I love you, you know I do." But he needs more. He needs honesty. "Tell me the full story. Did you really almost walk out on our life? On me for that guy? Do you regret choosing to stay?" And she breaks down and confesses everything. Yes, about 4 years into their relationship, the ex reached out, promised her excitement, travel, freedom from routine. She got swept up in the fantasy. She packed a suitcase. She stood at the door, heart pounding, ready to leave. But at the last second, she couldn't. Fear? Love for the life they had started building? She doesn't even know. She stayed. "I chose you," she whispers through sobs, "because you're good, you're safe. You're the one who would never hurt me, who would always be there." He asks the question that destroys him inside. "But do you love me the way a woman should love her husband? The passionate love, the can't live without you kind, the kind you felt for him back then?" She goes completely silent. The clock ticks. Seconds stretch into eternity. Finally, barely audible, "I grew to love you. It's a different kind of love. It's comfortable, secure, but no, not the same passion. I don't think I ever had that with you." That silence, that hesitation, it echoes in his chest like a death knell. They agree to try couples therapy, desperate to save what they have. The first sessions are brutal. The therapist listens, then says plainly, "The word settled is devastating. It turns your partner into a second best option. Once heard,
it's almost impossible to unhear. Trust is fractured at the foundation. She cries in every session, apologizes over and over, says she never wanted to hurt him, that she does love him now deeply in her own way, but he can't shake it. Every time she reaches for his hand, he wonders if it's out of guilt. Every "I love you" feels like pity. They try for months. Separate bedrooms become the norm. Intimacy disappears completely. The house, once warm, feels like a mausoleum of broken dreams. In one particularly raw session, the therapist asks her the ultimate question. If your ex called you today, right now, with the same offer, what would you say? She freezes, looks down at her hands. The pause lasts forever. Then, quietly, "I'd say no. I'd stay here with you. But I can't lie. A small part of me would feel that pull. Just for a moment. Wonder what if." That was the moment he knew. He couldn't live with what if hanging over every day. He couldn't rebuild on doubt. After agonizing weeks, he makes the decision. He files for divorce. She begs, tears streaming. "Please don't do this. We can fix it. I don't want to lose our life. I love you. I really do." He looks at her, his heart breaking all over again, and says, "I believe you love the life we built, but I need to be loved for me, not for what I provide. I deserve someone who chooses me first, without a but, without a packed bag in their memory. I can't be your safety net anymore." They handle the split maturely. Assets divided fairly, no kids to fight over. He moves into a small apartment, starts individual therapy, learns to see his worth again. Slowly, very slowly, he begins dating, not rushing, looking for real connection, mutual passion, someone who sees him as the prize, not the fallback. In his final update on Reddit, he shared this. "For years, I thought I was the lucky one, that she was too good for me. Turns out, I was the one settling for half love, for doubt, for fear of being alone. Now, for the first time, I'm choosing myself, and it feels terrifying, but also freeing." This story isn't about dramatic betrayal or villains. It's about the slow erosion of self-worth when you realize you're not someone's enthusiastic first choice. It's a reminder that settling, even if it feels practical, plants seeds of resentment and pain that grow over time. And sometimes, walking away is the most loving thing you can do for both of you. So, tell me in the comments, honestly, if you overheard your partner say they settled for you, could you stay and rebuild? Or would those words, that silence, be the end? Your stories might help someone else going through this.